This is everything that I spent as a software engineer living in New York City, weekend edition. For me, mentally, the weekend starts on a Friday, so that night we went over to our friend's house for a lovely dinner in. Our friends went all out, and they are literally the best hosts. They whipped out an ancient pasta maker and some homemade ice cream, and everything was just so delicious. Later in the night, we went up to their rooftop and played some Italian ball game. If you haven't noticed already, our friend is half Italian, and the total on our side ended up being $30 with some of the donuts that we brought and the drinks and the mixers. On Saturday, we had a Greenpoint day with some of our friends. First stop was at the Jubilee Market, getting some onigiris from Onigiri Noah. I will say the onigiri was definitely overpriced, but it did hit the spot. We got the tuna mayo and miso honey corn, and that ended up being $14.76. Later on, we got some ciders, paid around $16 for those, and at this point, I was dying for caffeine, so we stopped by Kettle, and I got a very overpriced matcha latte, but it was delicious. $10.34 for this one. And on to the main activity for the day. We stopped by this pinball place that was truly one of the best experiences I've had in New York so far. They had so many pinball machines, and there's actually a website that ranks pinball machines, and we got to play some of the top ones. My favorite one so far is the Medieval Madness and the Harry Potter one. I minored in game development in college, so this was just a nerd's paradise. Our friend then took us to another pinball shop. This one was a speakeasy inside a laundromat. We didn't stay here for long, we just wanted to check it out. And then later, we saw this sign for Swedish candy place, and we immediately knew we had to get some, and we paid $8.75 for this bag. Moving on to Sunday, my husband has an Amex credit card, so I used his Dunkin' credit to get me this cloud latte. This is a tradition that I run every single year where I host a picnic while waiting in line for the Shakespeare in the Park experience. And our friends bring food, so we have just a smorgasbord of our favorite bites from New York City. We brought meilawa buns, ended up being around $47 for 12 buns, and it was delicious. And obviously, the show was free. I want to end with a note that yes, I did spend more than I expected this weekend. However, it was worth every penny in spending that time with my loved ones and my friends. And ultimately, this is what we make money for, is to spend money on experiences, and especially with those that we love.